Watch this video to learn more about Safe Shelter, but if you're experiencing domestic violence, please call us.
So the experience that I had was derailing my life. I was afraid to go to work. I mean, I had a home. I was afraid to go to my home. My children, I had boys that were in sports and go to school, and I was afraid for them to leave the house. I mean, there was, I believe, about a 2-week period before I found Safe Shelter where we were all hiding out because I didn't know what this person would do to us.
And then I get drugged out of the window, and he keeps beating me in my head. And like at that moment, I was still alive and alert. And so I literally was like, dude, you are crazy. And he just came back over to me to finish me off. And whatever he did, I woke up 17 days later from a coma.
So people might not realize, but last year, Savannah Police Department had roughly over 4,000 calls for service related to domestic violence incidents.
Domestic violence it's so broad. It goes men, women, children. It doesn't matter about your sex, your race, your religion. It doesn't matter your economic status. It's everywhere. And we try to make sure that we tap into every community and we provide the services that we can to the best of our ability.
Well, basically, most of our victims of domestic violence enter the shelter because they have nowhere else to go. They're afraid they cannot live with family members or friends because of the fact that the abuser may find out the location of where they are. We provide a confidential location for our victims to come to the shelter, and they can participate in the services and the programs that we offer here.
When I started with Safe Shelter, the word that kept coming up in my mind was culture shift. We've been serving the community since 1979, and I've actually watched it grow from the sidelines for over 25 years. What I quickly realized is that it's easy to think you can step in, wave a magic wand, and affect change. But with so much of our community relying on our services, what we really needed to do is to look at all the pieces that make up our organization and see how they can be changed and put back together in a way that serves what the community needs today.
Most of our families, when they leave their home, they're leaving everything behind. They're leaving their beds, they're leaving the food that they're used to eating. Our children are leaving their toys behind. Moms are leaving their safety net. So we provide a safe place for our families to come so that they can work on a safety plan to ensure their safety, as well as work on a case plan so that our families can leave the shelter and live a domestic violence-free life.
So here at Safe Shelter, we're not only serving just women, we're serving families, and that includes children as well. When mom gets here, mom doesn't have anything. She leaves her situation. The kids leave book bags, they leave clothes, they leave everything behind. So it's our job to make sure that the kids get everything they need when they're here. The community supports us. Sometimes we don't have things for the family when they come here. We reach out to different agencies in the community, and the community gives us the resources that the families need when they get here.
Growing and evolving to meet the needs of our community today can be difficult when day to day our shelter is overflowing beyond capacity with the people who need us. Rebuilding, repurposing, and re-strategizing isn't something that can be done all at once, but it has to be done because we have to meet Savannah where it is and be an example of compassionate, trauma-informed care.
People shouldn't be in domestic situations, but life happens. And I'm so grateful for shelters like Safe Shelter because they help women in our situations because there's really no place to go. And then they're like, I can focus on working and getting what I need to get in order for us while knowing that, okay, we got a safe place to stay. We ain't got to worry about nothing. Nobody's going to harm us.
So what I remember of that time period was the overwhelming relief that and somebody told me, we're going to make sure you're okay.
Safe Shelter definitely saves lives.
You're not going to be judged when you come to us. We're here to sincerely help you get out of that situation, whether it's with just moving, temporary protective order, coming into the shelter, counseling. We offer so many services that it's a wraparound, and we want to make sure that you are wrapped, you're loved, and that you know that you're important.
Coming here to Safe Shelter, we inspire and we give hope. We share hope. We love on our ladies. We provide them with a safe place. And I just enjoy watching our families grow while they're here. Some of our children, when they come, they're extremely withdrawn. They don't want to talk to anyone. Then when they recognize that I'm in a safe place, I have a place to lay my head, go to sleep without being waken up in the middle of the night by my mom screaming because she's being abused by my father, and I have a safe place. Once our children realize that, mom is really on board. She started working on her case plan. And once we see our families leave Safe Shelter and they're living a domestic violence free, that is the most rewarding part of my job, of just seeing our ladies being able to make it and survive and become self-sufficient in the community.
We hope when you think of us, you think of smart strategy, trauma-informed care, and passionately growing to meet the needs of our community and beyond. I hope you stick with us and keep us on your radar, because we have big things ahead and we're going to need you.